it's Veronica here with another segment of My Money Matters. Today we're going to be talking about banking. What are banks and credit unions? What different types of accounts and services are offered in these financial institutions? What comes with your banking account? And we're also going to touch on Bank on Denver. So let's get right to it. What are banks and credit unions, and what's the difference between them? Well, believe it or not, they're a little bit of the same, but they're not the same. So a credit union is not for profit. So usually the fees, the interest that they charge you or that they charge the members of the credit union, it gets reinvested back into the community. So I would say that's the biggest difference between a bank and a credit union. One is for profit, one is not for profit. Both of them offer different types of accounts and services. The accounts that are offered in both banks and credit unions are checking accounts, savings accounts, individual retirement accounts, money market accounts, but you can also find loans and notary services. Banks and credit unions also have safety deposit boxes. Should you not have one at home, you can always rent one from a credit union or from a bank. If you sign up for a checking account, you can expect to receive checks and also a debit card. The debit card is attached to your checking account, and whatever funds you have available in your checking account, that's what you can spend with your debit card. A savings account, they're trying to control the amount of times that you access that account because, again, it's a savings account, so they're trying to get you to save. If you access a savings account more than 6 times per month, they're going to charge you, whether it is a bank or a credit union, because again, they want you to start saving. With the savings account, you can expect to receive what is known as an ATM card. An ATM card, it's linked to your savings account, but you cannot use it for point of sale purchase. An ATM card is not going to have the Visa, MasterCard, American Express logo. Thus far, you cannot use it in department stores or for online purchases. If you ever need notary services, they're for free for bank members and credit unions. And again, another thing that I want to touch on is taking care of your account. All banks and credit unions have fees. That's one thing to keep in mind. Now, it's really up to us to really identify what can we do to avoid those fees. Some of those fees may be maintenance service fees, non-sufficient funds fees, for not keeping the minimum balance. So there's different types of fees connected to each one of the accounts, but you just gotta know how to manage those fees. Money market accounts are also offered in banks, and I also touched a little bit on individual retirement accounts. If your employer does not offer a 401k, just know that the banks offer these different types of accounts that they can give you a return at the end of the year. So you get interest for the money that you put on these accounts. Again, because it is a retirement account, should you need to access funds, you will be penalized if you're not at the age of retirement. So keep in mind when you're selecting different types of savings accounts. Now again, if you're actually looking just to save, we talked about savings accounts, but there's also different types of savings accounts that pay you interest. Did you know that? Different types of accounts and savings are money market accounts. Those ones do pay you interest, and it's a savings account that allows you to write checks as if it was a checking. So it's like a hybrid of checking and savings. CD accounts, certificate of deposit accounts, they pay you the most interest out of all the savings accounts, but they do come with special regulations and special rules. In this case, a certificate of deposit account, you cannot touch it until it reaches the maturity date. You get to choose, but do keep in mind the longer term that you pick for your CD account, the better the interest rate that they're going to pay you, because you're not going to be touching those funds until it matures. But then again, make sure that you do talk to your banker if you're interested in opening any of these accounts that I mentioned, so we can make sure that it fits your needs. Now we're going to touch on Bank on Denver. Bank on Denver is a coalition of banks that they were put in place to make sure that they provided affordable accounts to the community. And what does an affordable account, what does it mean to have an affordable account? An affordable account comes with no monthly service fees, no non-sufficient funds fees, and also they don't require a minimum balance. So these are some of the barriers that we see in the community as to why people don't want to go get banked because of these fees. And again, I'm here to teach you and to help you avoid these fees so you can be part of the banking world. Give us a call and schedule a time to talk about your own personal financial journey. Thank you for watching this episode on banking. Next, we're going to be talking about short-term and long-term goals and how they relate to you. Thank you for watching this episode of My Money Matters. I am your host, Veronica. We will see you next time.